On the SD5, you have the default screen which comes on when you turn on the instrument. On the top left-hand corner over here, it tells you what style or what rhythm is being used. The default style is Funky 1. On the bottom, it tells you what category the style comes from. In this case, Funky 1 is found under the pop category, which is over here, Funky 1. On the right-hand side, the top, it gives you the voice that is being used, and in this case, is the general grand piano. On the bottom of that, it gives you the second voice, which is associated with this particular main voice. In this case, it's viola. Below, we have a split point. In this case, it's F#2, which is over here. On the SD5, you have the capability of assigning a split point on the keyboard where you have a voice to the right and a voice to the left. As a matter of fact, you can have up to 4 voices on the right and up to 2 voices on the left. Below that, we have the transposer button. You can actually transpose the keyboard 12 above or 12 below. At the center of the screen, you have the tempo, which tells you how fast, the number of beats per minute, otherwise known as the BPM of the style. And below that, you have the bars that give you your actual beats. You also have right here the octave. You can actually take the keyboard up an octave above or an octave below. This section here of the screen displays your chords. When you're actually playing chords, for example, you can a C major chord, it'll display on the screen that you're playing a C major. Play a B flat chord, it'll display a B flat, and so on and so forth. An A minor, same thing with the A minor. And on the bottom of the screen here, it actually shows you some sort of a mixer. Your drums, your bass, chord, lower and right. And these are the volumes of your arranger. So, for an example, the drums is right here. On the far left side of the keyboard, I have the controller for the arranger. I can turn down the drum volume or turn up the drum volume by using the left and right drum volume control keys, which are found on the left-hand side. The same is true for the bass, up and down. The chords, up and down. The lower, up and down. I can also control the second voice right here, up and down, or the right-hand side, which is my lead voice, which you can select from this section over here, up and down on the screen. Voices of the SD5. The SD5 has an astounding library of several voices, which you can access by the voice group section found to the top right-hand section of the keyboard. Say, for an example, I want to play a grand piano, which happens to be the default voice right now. That voice will be located in a category called piano. So I would press the piano button, and using the soft touch buttons F1 through F5 or F6 through F10, which are marked on the side of the screen, I can make a selection of which piano I want. In this case, grand piano was selected. Let's say I wanted to listen to the Rhodes piano. I would press the F7, which is associated with the Rhodes right there, and it's highlighted. So, in other words, another example, if I wanted to play, say, a saxophone, an alto saxophone example, I would go over here to the voice section and figure out if it's in the voice section, press the alto button right now, press the saxophone button and look for the alto on the screen, which happens to be the top right-hand corner here, F6. So I would press F6 to select the alto sax. Let's see how the alto sax would sound like. As you can see, that's a very, very good sounding saxophone. I could try another one, the blow tenor, for an example, over here. Again, you can actually listen and hear the nuisance of the instrument being played in real time. And that's the very, very interesting thing about KETRON. We do advocate for the best natural sounds, and we're not kidding. They are truly some of the best natural sounds you can find on a machine for this price point. So, going through the voices is a breeze. All you have to do, again, to reiterate, is select the category or the group where you think the voice resides in, and using the soft touch buttons on the side, I can select any particular voice. In this case, violin.